Good morning, everyone. Brian Gosher here, and I wanted to do something a little different today from my normal videos, which mostly are motivational, kind of encouraging. At least that's what I hope they are. And today I want to do something a little different. Talk about a subject that is a little more personal, and it's about love, unconditional love. I was just thinking about this today and kind of dwelling on it a little bit from yesterday. So I thought I would say this. Um, I know with Valentine's coming up this weekend, and people thinking, love is in the air, and everybody's kind of reminiscing about, the past and how you met your loved one, and how your relationship has gone. And I was often thinking what love is today in society based on what it used to be. Maybe it hasn't really changed that much, I guess, but to me it has. And so I look at it and I think, there were vows and commitments that you make. Um, it's really just that. It's not something that's based on feeling and that. I was watching TV. I was flipping through the stations, and I seen two women, and they were talking about one of them was getting married, and so she was trying to write out her vow that she was going to say. So she was struggling with this, and her girlfriend said, "Well, what made you fall in love with him?" And she said, "He's got a nice butt, and that's really what attracted me to him." So she goes, "Well, put that down." And I thought, how frivolous that is to think. I mean, certainly we're attracted to each other physically. That is ultimately what initially you recognize as somebody. But then love starts to develop, and it should, when you start to get to know the person and get inside their heart, and they get inside their heart, and they start to peel away the layers, and they really get to see you for who you are. That's when love really starts to develop. So really, it's a commitment, and the reason I say commitment is because it's something you fall in love with a person. You know there's going to be rough times ahead. You know there's going to be bumps in the road. There's going to be things that are they're really going to test and shake your love for each other. But it's through the commitment and through those tough times that keeps you bonded and allows the love to grow. Because I believe, according to the Bible, love takes a seed. And when you implement it, that seed starts to take root, and it really digs down deep, deep, deep. If all you're going to do is just love somebody because they have a nice butt, and I guarantee you that butt might get out of shape a little later on as the years go by. And all of a sudden, what are you going to do? Not quit loving them? You're going to go find somebody else with a nicer butt? That's not what love is. But often, very often, that's what society looks at it today. It's a very superficial kind of way of looking at it. When I think of my marriage to Lori, um, love starts always the same, where you get attracted to somebody, you can't stand being away from them, you're talking to them all the time, and really that's an important part of love, and it really needs to be there. But then as children come into the mix, business and other things in life start to pull and tug on that time that you have with that person. It starts to develop into something different. If you're not committed, that's where the commitment comes in. It won't last. I guarantee you, it won't last. You have to be committed. You have to keep those lines of communication open. You have to keep that love growing. And running out the door because somebody's butt takes a different shape is not the way love. You're going to run for the rest of your life, and you'll never hook up with anybody. But it's a commitment. And I heard somebody say one time, it's almost like a business transaction. And I guess marriage today is a business transaction. You're committing, you're signing papers. People take it to the nth degree though with prenuptial agreements, and if this happens, then I have an exit door, and I guess really, that's really a business transaction. But um, according to the Bible, it talks about unconditional love, and unconditional love means that no matter what the condition is, I am committed to you through good, through and bad, through sickness and in health. I'm committed to you. Nothing is going to change that. And if I stay the commitment, even though times may get rough, feelings might sway back and forth. Love is not a feeling, it's a commitment. And as that commitment, through the bad times and the good times, starts to take root, it gets stronger and stronger. And let me ask you something. If you remember your grandparents, and I don't know, how many can relate to this, but when I remember my grandparents, and they were married for a long, long time, they could communicate just by looking across the room at each other. They knew each other so well, just through their eyes, they could communicate and say things. I'd often see them looking at each other, and then all of a sudden they would both get up or walk toward each other. It's like they were, I always thought it was amazing how they knew what each other was thinking. Um, but that's what love is. It can grow to that, and when it does, which it takes a long time to do that, it can be an incredible thing. But it grows into different stages that not everybody always experiences today in our society. We always look for, hey, when the waters get rough and the waves start crashing in, I'm out of here. And that's not what love is. So that's kind of my little Valentine's thing I wanted to throw at everybody. Comment on the video. I'd be interested to hear your take on what your views of love are. And with Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day to everybody a little early. And God bless you all. And I wish you your love to grow and grow for that person, that special person in your life. God bless. Bye-bye.